We're back with an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. First up, let's talk about one of the best defenders in the NBA. You may know him as Triple J.
Yeah, he has a few different monikers, as I found out. We're catching up with Memphis Grizzlies star Jaren Jackson Jr. Take a look. .2k25 partnering with Hoop Bus and MBPA. We're here with Jaren Jackson Jr. They introduced you. They say Jaren Jack, J Jack.
Coming up next, Greetings from 2K Sport. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Michael Porter. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's McCain in at shooting guard. And for the Nets, they've got Johnson, and it's Smith in at the point. Still very early, Clark, but some teams off to a blistering start.
Well, my motto, Brian, is that you can enjoy it and should while it lasts. Everybody's going to hit some air pockets and turbulence at some point. It's how you navigate that determines the outcome of your season.
Now here's Smith. Just 5 to shoot. A shot from the mid-range. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at Brooklyn, they've still got a solid hold on that third spot.
You know, for Philadelphia, they're doing more than what people expected. And that's because they're getting solid contributions from some unlikely sources. With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Smith against Maxey. Smith passes to Martin. Pass to Whittington. Up top, Smith. The Nets need to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Johnson banked it in off the glass.
What an athlete Johnson is. Fantastic at using his vertical to make an impact on the offensive glass.
Here's P, covered by Johnson. Here's P. No good with a layup. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Martin outside. Up top, Smith. Shoots over Maxey. No dice from the high post. And so Porter will bring it up for the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
The last time they faced this team, they were very aggressive, found numerous ways to get themselves to the line.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
Now here's Smith. 20 points for him last game against Memphis. Pass to Johnson. Fires the 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, when it comes to his three-point shooting, Johnson is most effective from the corners.
Maxey passes to P. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, VA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Martin with the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's McCain. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Porter's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Johnson. And the layup is good off the glass. Johnson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Such a reliable player under the hoop. Johnson, I mean, he wants those close-in shots.
Here's P. Cans it with nobody near him.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Maxey against Smith. Pass to Johnson. Deflects the pass. To the middle. Here's McCain. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, Maxey has proven he's got a good eye out on the floor. He'll spot those gaps in a minute.
No time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And these are the teams that have looked to score from the paint often during this season. Second, the 76ers.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Martin, right side. And that one drops. Martin's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And he lobs it up top. That one a little long. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And Clark drops them both. And here's Smith, still without a bucket. Pass to Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I did have a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Both good from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Nets trail by 4. Smith passes to Whittington. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Maxey passes to P. And down it goes. 2 points. P's got 6 points.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Smith with it. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Forte passes to Johnson. Pulls it. Offensive board. Whittington, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's McCain. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Nets trail by 6. Now here's Martin. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Johnson, good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. On the wing, Porter. Here's P, covered by Johnson. Pass to Maxey. Here's P. Shot clock at 6. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Smith outside. Johnson finds Smith. With the 10-footer. It's hauled in by the Sixers. He's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Nets trail by 9. Here's Smith into the lane. Philadelphia grabs the miss. P's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Maxey against Johnson. Martin outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
And they're in the top 10 for field goal percentage. They pick their shots well and do a good job not forcing things on that end.
And talking about how they've done protecting the ball, this is a team that makes you work defensively. They don't just throw it away. Smith outside. Pass to Wells. Back to Smith. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Daniels is checked in for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Hart's checked in.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Pass to P. It's Hart on the wing. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. The Sixers lead by 5. We've got Smith, and it's Forte in at the 4 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Tipped away. Here's P. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. 5 to shoot. And here's the fast break. Here's Smith. That one goes in. Now Maxey. Still no points. Pass to P. Puts it up from 12. Rebound Brooklyn. Smith outside. Here's Forte. Here's Wennington. Now here's Martin. 5 on the clock. Over Williamson. Here's Forte. It's hauled in by P. P's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Clark. Cash. Assisting on the play with Porter. Clark's got 6 points.
The improved passing of Porter Jr. That's the next part of his evolution.
Smith outside. It's hauled in by P.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
And the three-pointer goes. And it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Williamson. Outside Maxey. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Wennington passes to Martin. Will Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, BA. And in a 7-game series, defense is to disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Out to the wing. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Smith. 6 points for him. Very pretty alley-oop.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
It's both from the stripe.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Brooklyn calls timeout. And from the sideline, let's go. Catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, he in their last time out against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He added 55 points, and his defense stood out as well with a number of impressive steals on the night. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up. With something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And Brooklyn with possession here. The Sixers getting their last shot to go, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Pass to McCain. To the inside, P dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here's Smith. He's got 6. Lets a floater go. And it's blocked by Clark. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Martin. Philadelphia grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Next ball.
And checking out some numbers for him. Nets trail by 11. Martin outside. Inside. Here's Claxton. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Claxton's got his first 2 points of the night.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
4-3. The rebound by Forte.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Wennington. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And Claxton throws it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's McCain. 9 points in the game, and he recovers it. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
So he gets them both. Here's Smith. 6 points for him. Pass to Whitehead. Hart with the defensive effort. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Isley, pass to Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Here's P, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Daniels checked in for Smith. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Sixers on top, up 5.
76ers, 55.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The Sixers lead by 5. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Brandon Clark. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Michael Porter, and it's McCain in a 2-guard.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's P. Johnson with the defensive effort. Well, the Nets shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Martin outside. For the tie. Rebound by Philadelphia. Clark's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Maxey. Here's P, covered by Johnson. Five to shoot. And that one's on target from the wing. McCain's got 13. Nets trail by 5. Smith passes to Martin. Back to Smith. And he's going for the oop here. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, They'll head home to take on the Toronto Raptors. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Detroit Pistons.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Maxey passes to P, down low. Here's Clark. Brooklyn with the board. Martin, left side. Pass to Forte. Now Smith. For the tie. From beyond the arc and then some.
Smith.
He's got 11.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Over to the left wing. Here's P, covered by Johnson. From the baseline, Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Smith no good. The 76ers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to P. Back to Maxey. Here's P. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. P's got 24 points.
Good job there, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Smith passes to Martin. Back to Smith. Over Maxey. It's hauled in by P. P's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Porter. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's P. Three-pointer, no good. The Nets have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Johnson passes to Martin. Now Smith. Maxey covering. Martin outside. Here's Forte. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Porter. Clark finds Maxey. Here's P. 24 points for him. To the left wing. Outside for Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Brooklyn.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Smith. 11 points in the game. The ball's knocked loose. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's P. With the second effort. And he sinks the layup. P's got 26 points.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Smith outside. Pass to Johnson. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Philadelphia leading by 4. Outside Maxey. Here's McCain. He's got 13.
Willing to sacrifice himself for the play. Maxey takes the foul and keeps going.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Philadelphia.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And there's the lob. Tipped. Porter with the steal. To the right side. P passes to Clark. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson finds Smith. Here's Wellington. Takes a 13-footer, and that's good for 2. Wellington's got 6. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to McCain. Here's P, covered by Johnson. 11 feet out. The Sixers again can't hit.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Lets it go from deep. Martin with the bucket. 11 points in the game.
Johnson gives them a huge lift when he's creating for his teammates. It takes their offense up a notch.
Right wing. Here's P, covered by Johnson. Philadelphia with another miss.
I like the aggressive approach. He's going to have to be more efficient.
For the lead. And it's blocked by Clark. Here's Maxey. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate.
Nets trail by 12. We've got Smith, and it's Wells in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5. Pass to Whittington. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Maxey. And he jams it home with authority.
Maxey's so good at breaking you down off the dribble. Great skill.
For 3, Smith gets the 3 ball to go.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Maxey attacking. Outside Porter. And a nice finish on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Forte. That one goes. Count it.
I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Got a piece of it. Smith passes to Whittington. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board. And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to P. This one for 3. Rebound Brooklyn.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And he's all alone. Jumps up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Clark is checked in for Williamson. Here's Porter. Deflected. And they get it back.
Number 33.
Nets trail by 15. Smith with it. Pass to Forte. Knocked away. And here they come. Here's McCain. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Timeout called, Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Whitehead passes to Smith. Over to the wing. The shot. And we're going to have a jump ball. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Johnson passes to Smith. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Johnson inside, back to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Whitehead. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Here's Maxey. Johnson with the defensive effort. Nets trail by 15. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Outside Johnson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And Johnson just knows how to fool defenders. Great shot fake there.
Keldon Johnson at the line.
No good on the second free throw.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Smith, no good. Philadelphia leading by 18. To the middle. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Pass to Forte. Back to Smith. Fires from deep. And the Nets miss again.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Maxey, that's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Forte. Clark covers. Here's Whitehead. Missed inside. High post Clark. There's the drive. And he banks in the layup.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside Johnson. That's tipped. Pass to McCain. To the paint. Here's Clark. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Smith. And the Nets miss again.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Porter looks it over. Pass to P. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Wennington. No good again that time.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Pass to Forte. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's McCain. Here's P, covered by Johnson. P passes to Clark. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Pass to Whitehead. Fires, high post. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's McCain. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. P's got 34 points.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Smith against Maxey. Smith inside. The rebound by Maxey.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Johnson for 3, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the 76ers will have a different look here. Martin outside. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Pass to P from outside the arc. Brooklyn with the board. Forte's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Daniels, covered by Williamson. Here's Wennington. Six to shoot. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Williamson. Fast break, Philadelphia. And he makes it on the layup.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Martin, the pass to Claxton. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call them.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Brooklyn has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. It's Daniels with a drive. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
And the 76ers call time here. They're ahead by 26. 1:43 left in the game. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. Here's Buchanan. Soft touch off the glass.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Wennington. Pass to Johnson. Here's Wennington. Here's Daniels. 5 on the clock. Here's Martin. Here's Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Sixers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for P.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
There's the 3. P, no good.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Daniels passes to Martin. Back to Daniels. For 3. Can't connect. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg.